everyone, it is your girl GELBEAUTY87 here, aka Grace, and today we're here with the Gothic palette from Cosmic Brushes. So mine showed up in the mail yesterday and I didn't feel like coming all the way from work to come over here just to film this video, but I felt like doing it tonight, so I was like, we're gonna go ahead and do it. Okay, girl? Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's a cute little small version of their bigger palette, so it's the same packaging, it's just smaller, and it's giving just a basic like monochromatic purple vibe, but the owner said purples made her think of, you know, like gory, spooky Valentine Halloween vibe. So that's what this looks like. Of course, y'all know me, the purple palette connoisseur, as I call myself, had to have some purple palettes to compare it to. So I got a few to compare it to. Of course, as soon as I started talking, the battery decided I need to pop on. So let me handle that and then we'll get into the comparisons. I'll start off with the Glamlight X Hershey Kisses collab. Gotta scoop these over because they seem a little too close and I need a little bit of breathing space. So that's what they look like side by side. I'm trying to decide if I should show the what is it, the wine palette, the or the what is it, the wine knot, or I forgot the name, or Aren't You Glad, that one. I'm trying to decide if I show that with this one or not, because it does have a couple of like plumish tones and I feel like that palette is more plum tone, so we'll decide at the end if I'm gonna get up and show that one or not. Next I have the chilling one from Unearthly Cosmetics. This is just their 4-pan. Of course these don't look similar, it has spooky weird colors, but I feel like this would be a good one to pair with this one just because it has those weird matte tones that this one does not have. Next I have the Nubian Royal from Juvia's Place. We'll show those side by side. I love this deep purple in here right here. I always love using that, so I would definitely love to use that one with this one and those more like various tones. I feel like it'd be like a unique situation, so both those. Then I have the Flight Club from Nars Cosmetics. This is what both of them look like. I feel like these look somewhat similar when it comes to like those ashier mauvier tones and like a couple of the deeper tones. Not exact though, so they give similarity vibes. Y'all can let me know down below if you want to battle, or should I say an old school versus new school, since I don't call them battles anymore. Next is the It's My Pleasure palette. Y'all know I had to pop about my It's My Pleasure. It's a classic, and I definitely felt like we had to put up against ColourPop. I mean, up against the Cosmic Brushes, at least for color stories. As you can see, they look quite nice side by side. I feel like this one has more light to deep gradient, and like the gradient doesn't go as deep or as vampy as this one. Next I have the mattes from Sugar Drizzle. This is a purple palette, Lover's Dream. As you can see, this one has lighter and deeper ones that also have some pops of blue, whereas I feel like they should put pops of like fuchsia and like burgundy reds and aubergines instead. So that's the difference between them. But since it is a like more, I guess, vampire bluish purple palette, I figured I would show it. Next I have the, what is this one called? Creeps and Crawls palette from Glamlight. I feel like I had more Glamlight to show in this video than I thought, because I got another Glamlight one that's giving more purplish vibes. So y'all know I had to pull out my what is it called, my wine palette. That's one of my favorite purple palettes, so I'll show her alongside this one. I feel like it's giving more of the vibe to this too, because it has those like more burgundy, aubergine, like fuchsia-ish shades, but it still has deep, but it's still not as deep as this one is. So I feel like this one will be good to pair with it as well, just because it has some of those like unique purple tones that I like to have in purple palettes, which to me makes the purple palette unique as opposed to all the other purple palettes I already hold. So I have this one from what is it called, Glam Shop. Girl, Dr. Adriangameover loves this brand. I only have a couple palettes from them, but I feel like this one would be a good one to pair with it as well, just because of some of the nice deep shimmers in there. Because I feel like the I like the shimmer matte ratio in this, and I feel like it would pair nicely with this. And it has those black sequin shades in it that I don't like, so I'm already kind of like Next I have the Midnight palette from Beauty Bay. This is the 16 color one. That's what they look like side by side. As you can see, this is a blue and purple mixture. This is supposed to make up for the Book of Magic, which I'm about to show next. So the last 3 palettes I'm showing are Beauty Bay, because you know they love them a blue and purple moment as well. So I definitely had to make sure I highlighted them. So next I have the Book of Magic alongside this one. This one doesn't have nearly as many tones as that one does, but I figured you're here, I'm here, we're all here, and I own them, so I would show them side by side, because it might still have enough of the tones that you might want in it to where you don't feel like you need to order this one. because y'all know that's the point of these videos. Age of Opulence. I feel like this one has more of the tones from this one I'm talking about. If you just look at the bottom and that little corner, like the little 6 pan right there, it has some of the similar tones in here. That's why I wanted to accent this one, not necessarily because of the top, mainly because like, well, I can't hold it that way, but I was like, if I could hold it to where you like just turn it sideways, you see what I'm talking about, where it's like a good majority of those shades look similar to the good majority of these shades. And if you just wanted like the little 6 corner down there at the bottom, it might be the equivalent of this palette to you. So that was the point of showing the Age of Opulence. But those are all the palettes I had to show here. So let me zoom in real quick, cute like girl. If you're curious what's on my eyes right now, I actually have 2 different palettes on. So I mixed the Beauty and the Beast X Sigma palette with the what is it, the Barred palette from Fantasy Cosmetics. So that's what's going on in the eyes right now. So the navy blue in the outer part, of course, is Beauty and the Beast. I mixed the orange shade in Barred with the one of the lighter brown shades to get the crease shade I have. The green is going on in my crease right here. I'm sorry, the transition shade was what I was talking about with the brown and orange. The all the shimmers are from the Barred palette as well, so I just used those 2 orangey-ish copper ones on the lid, and then I put the green in the inner corner. So that's what we're working with on the eyes right now. But I'm gonna go off camera and get my life in order, sweetheart. Then I will come back and come up with an eye look with this palette. I'll be right back. Okay, girl? Okay. Okay, y'all, so this is what I decided to come up with using the Gothic palette. So I took, goodness, I took these 2 shades right here, took these 2 shades right here, these 2 shades right here, and then this darker purple to create what we got going on in the eye. So I wanted to give a little bit of contrast and difference because I literally just had on like a all purple eye look earlier. So I started off with the shade Lace, and then I mixed in Immortal a little later on. Then I put, what is this, Phantom on the outer view to start off with. Then I put Serpent into the crease. I put Altar on top of Serpent after I put the shade Chosen on the lid, and it's one of those shifting shades, so I was excited about it. So we're gonna start off with Lace and then go into Immortal. But y'all, this is my Sigma E40 from the collection with Makeup Shayla. So yeah, but y'all, it has been a long work week. You don't understand how happy I am for the week to be over. I just did a purple look with the Rich Romantic palette from Glaminatrix. I had on like a purple halo eye, so I tried to do something a little bit different because I knew I had just had on a purple eye, and I was like, look, how much purple do you need, ma'am? Calm your happy self down. So I was like, let me calm myself down, get my life in order. I'm just putting Immortal on top of it now to give it that like kind of lighter lavenderish looking effect along with the mauve, because I like the contrast of tones. I'm gonna take my Sigma E45, my small taper blending brush. It's the one that has like the more candle tip, like pointed effect to it, if you can see. I'm trying to get better about telling y'all about brushes, especially since somebody recently asked me to do my favorite brushes video again, because I think I did one like a year or 2 ago. So I asked y'all if y'all want an update, and you said yes. So anyway, I'm just take this in the crease now and start blending out. Y'all know I love tones like this. It reminds me of my favorite tone, or one of my favorite tones in the what is it, Unearthly Cosmetics. What is that palette? The Sleepover palette. It has this type of tone to it. I love purplish tones like this. I know it gives more of like a fuchsia pink purple vibe to it, but it's like, I like it. I love tones like this, so I'll be in a rush to using them. I'm just kind of airbrush it up higher than I normally do. That's because, you know, I like it to poke out after I cut the crease and put like the shimmer on the lid. That's why I always try to drag it a little bit higher than I normally do, because I feel like that's how you get to see it. I mean, my autofocus keeps trying to like adjust when I blend, and that's why it keeps going in and out, so sorry about that. But yeah, I love this tone, so I'm bringing it pretty high. Yeah, it's almost time for my birthday, and I got a nice little week off to relax. I'll live for like when my birthday comes, because that's the one week I know I'm not going to work. I don't care what's going on. I don't play about, like, I didn't work when I was born, so we're not working the week I was born either. Like, I'm not doing it. Sorry, that's one time I call off work, and I'm like, I'm not a person who ever calls off work, but I'm like, I don't play when it comes to my birthday. You better not look for me, Because, you know, like the old church song, you look for me and I'll be gone. I'm not, no, we're not doing it. Now I'm going to take the shade Phantom. Starting at Outer V. Oh, goodness. Looking awfully dark. I think it's because I already had the purple in here. On this side, I think I forgot which side I used for which because I had to flip it over because the purple is darker. So, hoping it doesn't make it too dark because it has mixed the tones together. And this is a, I think, E25. Yep, I still got it. It's an E25, y'all. Telling y'all, I used to use Sigma brushes from day one. When like I first heard about brushes when I got on YouTube, everybody was talking about Sigma. I was like, okay, say less. They talked about Morphe too, but I don't know, I was never impressed with like Morphe brushes, so I didn't like really like listen when people talk about Morphe. I'm like, okay, that's cute. What's the Sigma people again? So I had this full circle moment recently because Sigma just sent me like a huge PR box. I'm gonna give y'all a video on my my recent makeup purchases or whatever, because I haven't done a haul in a while. So I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then you get to see all the stuff sticking there. Because I'm telling you, I was not expecting the box to be that heavy. When I went to my PO box to pick it up, honey, it was heavy. I was like, ooh, okay. I was excited about some of the stuff I got in there. And spoiler alert, some of the stuff in there you're gonna get during my birthday giveaway, because I know I do a giveaway for my birthday every year, so you guys stay tuned for that. Y'all know I'm a Scorpio, so in a couple of weeks, I'm a November Scorpio, so in a couple of weeks, you know, just stay tuned, girl. Just stay tuned. I had bought stuff like a while ago for it. I still got some stuff, so I can grab some more stuff, and I'm gonna start grabbing stuff for like my Christmas one during Black Friday, so I can get it out to y'all like, I think maybe like a week before Christmas, to, you know, like it'd be like my Christmas present to you all. It's my giving back and saying thank you, like I try to do every year, or should I say have been doing for quite a while. I don't know if I've been doing every year on YouTube, but I feel like at least 3 years, 5 years I've been on here, I've done like a giveaway. So let's get into this shimmer shade. I want to know, do y'all feel like Angelica Nikovic does, or Angie here on YouTube feels about like special shades and dual tones and multi-tones? But she says she's tired of them, and I'm like, how? Like, I mean, I understand wanting metallic sometimes and just putting like one of the iridescent like topperish shimmers on top because you don't want as much, but it's like, I wouldn't say I'm necessarily tired of them. It's just like I guess she's feeling more like she can appreciate it from far, but she don't need to keep having them in every palette, especially since they make the price of the palette be $1 million more than like, you know, a couple of just metallics and a couple of special shades would be. So I'm assuming that's like what she means by it. At least I feel like that's what she explained in her recent video, because she did one of them, you know, she does like the 4 looks 1 palette or whatever. She was talking about that. So I'm curious to hear y'all thoughts. Like, are you tired of the dual color multi-color situation and just want like a regular shadow, or are you fine with it? Because I mean, like, I'm fine with either way. My whole thing is I'm like her sometimes though. It's like, if this wasn't in here, wouldn't this palette just be like $60 and not like $88 like the Ensley Reign one? Take that darker purple now, start putting it here. But I'm like, wouldn't it be cheaper just if you didn't have all that? Because, you know, like, the way this economy is set up right now, like, I'm just need it to be not $88. Like, that's what I'm gonna need. Because I bought their, I think it's, what's the Harvest one called? I bought that one, and then y'all know I had to get the Halloween one. But I always end up missing like when I buy from them. So like, yeah, I ended up missing when it launched at 2:30. So all my stuff from Ensley Reign is coming from what do you call it? Where is it? It's coming late. So it's coming when it's in the 6 like 8 week thing. I think this Bella Beauty bar is gonna be the same way as well, because I got, you know, to get the basic witch palette. I really want that one. That's the one I'm like really just staring at, and I'm just like, yes, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. I need this palette. Like, that was the one from the brand when I was just like, yes, that and Strange and Unusual. I had looked at Strange and Unusual when it first came out, but I remember Karen saying that like the formula was that great on the palette, so she was kind of just like, and I'm like, okay, so Karen saying the formula that great, and like they wanted, I think, like $55 for the palette or whatever. But I heard since they have reformulated, so I did actually get one from them, and I'm gonna try that one out after I try this one out. You know, I'm gonna try that one out over the weekend. After I try this one, I try Haunted from Gourmand Girls, because I want to be able to rank all my Halloween palettes over the weekend. So we're gonna worry about those last. Bella Beauty bar, but I want to compare the Bella Beauty bar with the Sun and the Sea, I think it's called, to the new one that Mandy has coming out. So that's why I bought that one in particular, Because of course y'all know me, the Dupe Queen has to compare it. She just can't leave it alone. She has to compare it to everything else. Ooh, look at the inner corner. Girl! Inner corner is giving I'm living. The whole eye is giving I'm living. I used just about every brush from my Makeup Shayla set. So the shimmer one I used was the E14, since I forgot to tell y'all. And then I used the E30 pencil brush. And that's how we pretty much completed this look. So the only one that wasn't from Makeup Shayla's collection that I told y'all to get that was on sale for like 27 bucks was the E45. Let's bag it on up and talk about my thoughts. So needless to say, y'all know I love this brand. So I'm liking the eye look I came out with. If you don't already own a monochromatic palette, or you just want a different tone of monochromatics as opposed to the one from ColourPop, because y'all know they got a whole bunch of monochromatic palettes. If you wanted something a little bit different and you didn't want to get the huge pans that come with the Unearthly Cosmetics Sleepover palette or the Sequin Shadow that comes with that one, you might want to go ahead and look into this Gothic one, because as y'all saw, it blended out nicely. The color story is really nice. I'm liking the way my eye look looks. It's real cute or whatever, and I would definitely recommend you try it out, because their palettes are very reasonable as it is. The only thing is you have to worry about shipping, because they are kind of like further away. You're gonna have to worry about that shipping. So if you don't care about paying the shipping, then you good. But if you have a concern with shipping, then you might not be a huge fan of this one. But with the price point being so low, even with the shipping, and you can use code what everyone said, now you can use code KHMakeup for your purchase at Cosmic Brushes. But I like the palette. I was impressed with it. I would say if you like a monochromatic and more mauve-ish purple tones are your colorful color, and y'all know I'm a purple palette connoisseur, so I was going to have this palette, and their formula is amazing, especially for its price point. But needless to say, it gets round of applause for me, and I would say get it if you're interested. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Make sure you subscribe, because over 40% of y'all keep coming back and you not watching. So you need to hit the button, okay? Be blessed, girl. Bye.